going back from part one of the episode, so what we have spoken about previously is what we kind of do in our roles, what industry we work in, our background in our careers. And we're both going through a transition in switching roles and what that will entail. I think we kind of left part one on how you had your holidays booked. And rewarding yourself for your hard work. But I think it's important for us to kind of have that conversation of the benefits of having a 9 to 5, having that stability, but actually proper benefits that you have with work.
That you've experienced.
So I think obviously
the paid holiday is the first one, which we're talking about. Like, when you're going to have XY days off in a year. And, usually it's 25 and upwards of companies.
So do you think that's enough? Do you think that's a fair amount? So think about it in the context of it's 25 days. It's 5
obviously
weeks off.
You would want more.
Yeah, obviously.
You want more.
But if you think about it from an employer's point of view, you're giving, not an employee's point of view, but you work 11 months, you get 1 month off.
This could be quite a cynical answer. They just give you enough to keep you there. They give you enough annual leave to make you happy enough to keep you in the job to be there. Someone may argue I should work 51% of the year and have 49% off.
But that's not realistic though, is it?
Why not?
The world still moves and markets still
but that's because it's a system that we are within as well at the same time, I feel. But we probably don't need to go into that too deeply.
But the other thing is, what about you do get your weekends as well, bank holidays?
Yeah.
If you're actually ill, you can actually...
But they give you just enough to keep you there.
But if you're actually ill as well, you can actually call in sick. You do get sick pay as well. So I think actually, I think it's fair. Personally, I think it would be great if it was 4-day work week. I think that would be better.
Some companies are offering like unlimited leave, obviously within reason. They don't like limit you on 25 days. Like there isn't a limit, but it's unlimited, but there's a limit kind of within reason.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So companies are kind of evolving, but I think the thing that helps it is the work from home balance.
Yeah.
So that's like a second benefit.
That definitely.
Obviously since COVID, it helps to give a better work-life balance where, we were previously in the office 5 days a week and, I can't imagine going back to that again, and I don't know how I done it, but that really felt like it was on a treadmill and hamster wheel of life where like you get a bit in the evening, you get your weekends, and you just I don't know, not in the rat race, but it does feel life is moving very quickly. So one of the benefits of quite a lot of roles now is that they're hybrids. Yeah. Like I think more companies are trying to go back into the office more, like 3 days a week is what I'm seeing. I'm hearing some companies are 4 days.
I think 3 days is...
I think 3 days is good, yeah. It kind of helps you. Like you don't have to have that... I think for me, commuting and traveling takes a lot of energy, time.
Yeah.
It's just like lost time.
Yeah.
Where you can be doing personal things or logging into work early and getting things done.
But it's also important to have that flexibility as well, being like, actually, I'm going to get stuff done. I'd rather spend that time at home instead of traveling, getting the stuff for work completed. And managers need to be flexible with that as well.
And I think people just assume that, just because you're in the office, you're productive. Yeah. A lot of people come to the office for a social and are unproductive is what I've seen. It's like if I want to be productive, I can be productive in the office, but I'm equally productive at home.
Yeah, I'm more productive at home than in the office.
Because you can find distractions. If you don't want to work, you just find some sort of distractions. Go for a coffee here, meet a friend here at lunch, take a bit longer. Yeah. But as someone who has actually been working at home since I injured my knee, it's actually better to have that balance, because just purely at home, you can go crazy as well. Yeah, you can go I started to go crazy to an extent, and being out about in the real world, having that socialization is a very important aspect of life, I feel.
Putting that FaceTime as well. Okay, cool. What about other benefits? I think one of the best benefits that you get, I think, and that is what people don't see is your pension contribution. I think that is actually, I didn't really take it advantage of it until I moved into my most recent job.
What do you mean? You didn't put pension contribution?
I did, but like I never really kind of maximized it until I came into this. But looking at how that quickly that can actually kind of
Compound interest.
Compound. They put in what my company puts in 12%, whilst I put in like 3%.
Yeah.
So you're saying 15% of your salary a year, and it quickly accumulates.
And it'll compound, yeah.
It'll compound.
It's the compound effect.
Yeah. So when actually I do come to retire, touch wood, I will have a decent pension pot and plus you get state pension on top of that.
Yeah.
So actually, if you look at it from a longer term point of view, actually, it does help.
You don't realize it now.
Yeah.
But in the long run, like my mum thankfully instilled that into me. Like, make sure you contribute to your pension. If your employer does it well, like make sure a company that does give you good pension contributions, because it does all add up. And now she's getting closer to retirement and she's working a corporate job. She like refers to her pension pot, and I'm like, wow, that's actually a lot of money that you've accumulated. And it's kind of the idea of delayed gratification, right? You're not going to see that money today. You're thinking it's leaving my paycheck and I could have it in the moment, but you're actually putting aside a pot of money for your future.
A lot of people get it to about £1 million.
Really?
Yeah, I was talking.
That's a lot.
I was talking to an underwriter from one of my old companies, right? And he was telling me about all the pensions. Like, make sure you contribute. There's people within our company who are retiring with like over £1 million in their pension pot. So obviously they're going to be high earners, but it all racks up. Do you know what I mean?
And obviously I think there's certain tax benefits as well.
Yeah, because it comes out before. Basically, yeah, if you're like on a threshold, and you kind of increase your pension contribution.
Yeah, it kind of offsets that.
Yeah, it kind of offsets that tax. But yeah, it can easily rack up quite quickly.
Yeah.
I think also other benefits are get private medical insurance.
Yes, I was never... When I was younger, I was like, oh, I don't need private medical insurance. I'm healthy. I'm fit. Nothing's going to happen to me. But after getting injured in the last year, I was like, private medical would be great.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice.
Yeah.
I like touch wood. I've never had to use it, but
even for doctor's appointments, like we have this app.
Doctor at hand.
It's like similar to that.
Yeah,
you can get a GP appointment. Like it was 6 o'clock. I wasn't feeling well. I managed to get a GP appointment. Like just a consultation by the phone at 6:30.
Yeah.
If I was trying to go through my actual NHS GP, that appointment would take 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. So which is little thing, but like that's one of
the benefits.
It's a massive benefit, and yeah, like that being, it's I don't know how much it is to actually do it for the year, but it would probably be a couple of grand. Do you know what I mean? If you did it,
but they subsidise that, obviously.
No. My company paid for my program.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But if I was to do it without the company, it would be So obviously, you get annual bonus as well.
Yes, that is good. Well, yeah, most companies give that.
Yeah, most companies give annual bonus. So yeah, I think there are some really good perks. I think
there's also the fact that, I guess if you're comparing it to having a business, is once you clock off, you clock off. Yeah. You're not kind of having to deal with other people's issues, things like payroll, wages, structuring your business, those things that come on the weekend. Obviously, your 9 to 5 can creep into other hours, but you're not having to really think about... Obviously, if you're a manager, you impact people, but it's not to the same degree. There is that kind of separation where when I'm done, I'm somewhat done.
But that's what you have to weigh up, isn't it? Really, because obviously owning your own business, there's probably a lot more upside to that.
Yeah.
In terms of benefits and so forth, and the longer you do it, the more freedom you will have compared to a 9 to 5. So if you end up owning a successful business, then you have staff that can look after it for you. You're gonna have that more freedom. Yeah.
But I guess it's like when Anish got married, for example, he needed to make people's squares at his shop.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Like he's got that business, but he still needed to make sure that people, like his brother-in-law was running to the shop, I think, on the morning of to open it up or something. It's like, you do have other people, but you still sometimes can't turn off from it.
Yeah, definitely. It can be stressful, but yeah, it can provide a very good lifestyle as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's both has their pros and cons. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think, and also, I think we're kind of I feel like we're in a bit of a privileged situation. Was able to go to university, have a good education, and actually work in finance, which is actually an industry that actually pays quite well as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and there's kind of growth for that.
But it's a privilege. I do get that. But we actually made the decisions at 16, 17, 18 years old to carve that path out for us.
Yeah.
We made the decisions. We worked hard. We got the grades that we needed to. We made those educated decisions. And yeah, we did have a privilege at that time whilst making those decisions that helped us. But, you know, we decided to take that action.
Yeah.
And make those sacrifices. Like, we was at university in our first year whilst everyone was kind of having an easy year.
Yeah.
We were struggling. Like, it was a struggle. A library a lot at the same time. So we put the work in. Yeah. And I guess the biggest benefit of this is it kind of gives you that predictability of your life. You know when your paychecks come in, you know when you need to go to work, it kind of allows you to build a life. And whether we like it or not, especially in today's economy, finances matter more than ever. It allows you to pay your rent, pay your mortgage, to book holidays. If you have a family, pay those expenses. It's that predictability. Obviously, that's what the 9 to 5, you're kind of guaranteed that.
Yeah, and I do think, right, if we was running our own business, we wouldn't do things like this, because it's nice to actually have those weekends and have that time available as well.
There are people who own businesses who do do that, but it makes it maybe a bit harder, I would say.
Definitely. But no, I think other benefits.
You build skills.
Yeah.
The actual skills that you learn, being an organized person, being a punctual person, being a good communicator, dealing with different people from different backgrounds. I think they are skills that can carry you across life. Maybe you don't see those softer skills. Even when I went into different industries, it kind of helped me to carry those skills with me as a person that actually helped benefit me a lot.
Yeah, meeting very different people. Do you know what I mean? Like, you go into work and you meet a wide variety of people, which is always good. What about, let's talk about
negatives.
Yeah, I think, what is it that you don't like about 9 to 5?
I've been in very dark places with my previous 9 to 5s. So, I'm trying to remember. I think one of the things is that knowing, I think we touched upon this already, hard work and time, there's no linear relationship towards how much you earn.
Yeah.
And that is one thing I was not sold a dream on, but the harder I work, the more time I put in, the more effort I put in, the more money I'll earn, and it just doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
And that's one of the, maybe in a business it's the same, but it's just frustrating as well, especially when you know that there's people above you who are maybe less competent than you, but earning more money than you.
Yeah.
Those two things together, really used to, irritate me a lot.
Yeah. But it comes back to working smarter, not harder as well. Do you know what I mean? And I think sometimes, you have to kind of play the situation as well. It's one of the biggest frustrations is actually having to leave the company to get a pay rise.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Well, actually, I know it's gonna, for my company to replace me, they're gonna have to go out to a recruiter, pay them a fee. It's gonna cost them additional time to train them up and so forth, get them used to all the systems, additional resource. But I'm thinking, then, so if they're gonna just replace me, it's actually gonna cost them more money. Yeah. So why not just reward me by actually being...
It's a game. That's like the corporate ladder game, I guess. Yeah. If you move every 2 years, that's your best...
Yeah.
That's your best bet for... because it's a game, it's a trade-off, and essentially, if you look at it, then that's like the negative you're talking about. It's like they want you to do a job for the minimum amount that they can pay you, but you want the opposite, to do a job where you get the maximum amount available. So it's like you're going to the highest bidder in a sense.
Yeah.
And really, there's people who stay at companies. There is like loyalty, and obviously, if you like a company, it's a shame that you have to leave just for money. But money is a big part of you're trading your hours for labor, which gives you money.
Yeah,
is what it is.
But yeah, it's
transactional relationship.
It's kind of it's kind of it's disappointing that's the case, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's nice. It would be good if companies rewarded your loyalty, but actually, most of the time they probably don't reward your loyalty.
But the thing is, I guess that leads on to another thing that I felt like they'll tell you if you do a good job, oh, you're really good, you're really good, you're really good. And then when it comes to like, oh, I want a pay rise, or I've done all this great work, or I'm leaving, you just feel like another number.
Yeah.
You just feel like another number, like, okay, I'm leaving now. Okay, did they really care? Yeah. Did they really say I've done good work? Like, or is it just like a good thing to keep me there and keep me doing the good work? Because if bosses, people above you, know that they have someone competent doing a job, it makes their lives a lot easier.
Yeah.
So if they keep telling you the right stuff and they keep you in that position, you're just like a position on the chessboard for them that keeps the chessboard like in a favorable way for them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. They just basically want competent people to do their job, so
they can pass it down,
keep things ticking along. But yeah, no. But then, to be fair, I think it is kind of sometimes a bit harsh, because what I have seen, I've seen people in my company actually have grown as well within the company.
Yeah.
Well. So it can be.
I've been given internal promotions, so
yeah.
I'm not gonna knock it.
Exactly. So you can actually grow, and I think it's a bit harsh for me to say actually, but I think even if you get internal promotions, you're better off still going to another company to get a bigger jump. Do you know what I mean? But
if you want pay rises, you got to jump and leave.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
yeah. So,
that's the case of it. I guess what else negatives? So some places I worked hours, just no respect. Like thinking working 9 to 9 for weeks on end is acceptable.
Yeah.
And obviously when you're a junior in your career, you don't really voice it as much because you think, oh, I need to do this to prove myself. I reckon if I didn't really have those experiences, my viewpoint on working would be quite different.
Yeah. I think
it
all depends on the culture as well. All cultures are different between different companies.
Yeah. But the hours can be at some places where it kind of impacts your well-being.
Yeah.
Where you can't do the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
And that's when it becomes a negative, right?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, there's always going to be.
I guess that is
different balances.
I guess the other thing is you're going back to the other point is that your earning capacity and earning income in kind of has a cap.
Yeah.
Based on your employer.
Yeah.
Because in a sense there is a ceiling.
Yeah.
That they can give you.
Yeah. Exactly.
For that period of like you could have the same skill set like you said and someone else goes and pays you more.
Yeah.
For the exact same skill set because they just capped it at what they can offer you.
Yeah.
And that's I guess we'll talk about it later in another episode, but the upside of having a business is that in that given moment, your income is uncapped.
Yep, definitely.
Because if you get more customers or whatever, ceiling. There's no ceiling to cap you. There's no one stopping you from getting that income.
Yeah,
is what I would say.
Other negatives. I can't really. Obviously, it's your time, isn't it?
What are the people?
Anyway, what do you mean?
Any negative experiences with people?
No.
Bad managers, bad experiences. I've had managers next to me like crying because they're working too much. Like there's tears whilst they're looking at an Excel spreadsheet at midday in my office.
What?
Yeah.
What? You've had people...
I've had my manager sitting next to me. This is one of my first jobs was like 22. Yeah. She's like 28, 29. And she's so stressed from work. Yeah, this is one of my that busy job that I was telling you about. She's just like sniffling, there's tears going down her eyes as she's looking at her Excel spreadsheet because she's so stressed from work. There's so much to do. She can't handle it.
But then, but that's poor management, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. If managers, that's negative.
Yeah,
That's the negative. Like people maybe shouldn't be like you can have bad colleagues or have bad managers.
Yeah.
That's one of the negatives.
You need to.
Your job is a lot easier a 9 to 5 if you have good structures and people around you.
Yeah, and it's important to have good
people skills. It's not just technical skills.
Yeah, but have good infrastructure in place that makes your life actually easier to do the actual work. But if you have a manager who's crying next to you, like she needs to be like this is not viable.
And it's not good for you as well, because if she's stressed at the workload and someone's giving it to her, she's going to give it to you. She's not pushing back.
Yeah, you need to be pushing back.
Yeah, but you as a junior person probably don't have that experience, or you don't want to voice it.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean, like having bad experiences like that. I'm not talking about people bullying or anything like that, but just having a good people manager who's with you, protects you, that can really impact your working experience. And there's a negative of it as well, because some of those people above you aren't on your team. They're also trying to play their own kind of, they're trying to position themselves as well.
Yeah, no, I think when in my current role, I've been very lucky. Like I go to my manager he'll be like, this is a project I want me to do. And I'll go back to him with a timeline. And it's all set on my terms. And if I need to push back, he will always kind of support that and manage expectations going higher. So I've always kind of, in the last few years, that's kind of been, there's been points where actually it's not been great. But I think the last few years, my manager has been good in that situation. And he actually has grew through the company as well and knows actually this is actually realistic for the amount of work that needs to be done.
That's good.
And
that's what you want.
So yeah, I think that's really important. When your manager's crying, that's crazy, that is, bro. Even just like no, like I don't even know what I would do if my someone. I'm just sitting there and my manager started to cry. I'm like, bro, what is going on?
Bro, that was a terrible time for me in life. No wonder why I didn't want to come out with you when you asked me to come out. My manager's crying next to me. What do you want me to do?
Right.
What do you want me to do? That's like office politics. Like you're too scared to leave. Like, because everyone's just sitting there. It's like that type of vibe.
Yeah, but like sometimes I have been sitting there. I'll be like, to be honest with you, if they sacked me, they'll probably be doing me a favour. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, they'll probably, because it'll push me to do other things. Because as you have previously said, they just give you just enough to make sure you come in. Do you know what I mean? But if
they say you left at 5:15 when your contract that was finished at 5, but everyone sits and stays till 6 to play performative politics. We're gonna sack you for that. Okay, go on then.
I'll be if that.
HR call you in and say, you leave at 5:15 every day, 15 minutes after your contracted hours finished. Everyone else stays till 6. Sorry, I'm gonna have to dismiss you.
But that's the thing, isn't it? Really, it's office politics as well.
You have to position yourself and know the right people and be buddy.
Yeah.
If you want to progress, there is that part of aspect. Yeah. If you do want to progress internally in a company, you have to kiss the asses of the right people.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Which I ain't got time for.
Yeah, but you need to pay that.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that. I got too much, not pride, but I don't know. It's a bit of self-respect as well.
Yeah.
Because those people feel like they can talk to you in certain ways as well. Like where they feel they're more senior, like.
Okay, I've got a question for you, right? Because I've always, sometimes when I've had just a bit too much of work, I'm like, what if they sacked me today and called me into the head of the department or like CEO called me into his office and be like, we're letting you go today. We just don't like your work, and or even if someone, what would you do tomorrow?
Well, it depends on the role that I'm in.
So
if I don't like the role, then then that's cool. But if I actually need the job and I want to be in the role,
what am I assuming?
What role am I in?
So you're in your let's make it simple.
Like I've been in previous roles that I haven't liked, and I've thought like if they sack me, I don't care. Like I have thought.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
And I'm
exactly,
happy.
Yeah.
But like, for this job that I'm going into, I'm quite excited because the people seem quite nice. It's a good balance.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
no, we're not because obviously that's no, we don't know what your new role is. But say
for previous jobs.
for a previous job, like would that have been a bit of a relief for you?
Yeah, of course.
Exactly. So sometimes actually, instead of staying till 6 because everybody else is, why wasn't you just leaving at 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, right, you wouldn't have cared if they sacked you anyway.
I know. I think it's just when you're younger in your career, you care more about what people think.
Yeah.
Because you're not used to it. Now have 9 years of working experience. I don't give a shit. I'm going to leave when I want to leave because I got shit to do after. If I've done my work, I've done my work.
Yeah.
And if you're giving me more work past, like obviously within reason, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. But after that, like, come on.
I will do my utmost to actually get stuff done and get everything done. But if you're taking a piss, I will just push back. Like, this is not happening. Like, and obviously it helps when you become more senior as well because people actually
know you, respect you. They know when you do good quality work, they trust you. I think as well you have that leverage.
Yeah, that's and confidence and so like in people with that confidence. Yeah, actually, if he's saying actually, and they know you do put in the hours anyway.
Yeah,
when the time had come,
you delivered.
You delivered. So actually, yeah, it's important to kind of have that right balance. But yeah, sometimes I've been sitting there and being like, actually, if they do fire me, I don't think I'll be that bothered, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've had that at every job.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and actually,
it gets to a point,
and they'll probably do me a favor because it'll probably push me into actually doing something I actually want to do.
Yeah, there is that.
But obviously you have those peaks and troughs, don't you? But actually, so
wrapping this up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
What's the final question?
I think what the final question is: what would your ideal role be then?
Like, in a 9-to-5 job.
In a 9-to-5 job. You have to work you can't reduce the hours. You have to work 5 days a week. Yeah. What would your ideal role look like?
I would stay in the industry, like the fashion industry that I'm in now.
Okay.
Work in some sort of like financial analyst or controlling job.
Okay.
But with a good pay. With a good pay. That's the thing.
What's controlling?
I guess it's kind of like a financial controller, ensuring that the company is hitting its financial targets, profit and loss accounts.
Yeah, okay, cool.
And then like making optimizations to make sure that they do that.
Okay.
Like looking at the trade, how it's performing. But I would say that it would have to be a salary that is much higher than what the industry is currently on.
Okay.
It's like I need an insurance finance salary whilst working in the fashion kind of industry.
Okay.
Because the one thing like that, I felt like it was the only place in all my working experiences that I felt comfortable truly being myself.
But in the previous part, you did mention that actually didn't tend you enough.
In the current role I was in, it got to a place of that. Okay. I'm talking about the ideal role. I feel like this is more senior level, financial controller. You're kind of working as a senior level.
Yeah.
Like similar pay to what I'm in the insurance and finance industry, on level with that, because I feel like the people I work with, I get along with, have a good laugh. I, spend time with them outside of work.
Yeah.
And I can dress how I want. Like I can I can go into the office wearing a cap if I wanted to one day. Okay. Or in summer, I can wear shorts in the office. I like that.
To be fair, like in my current company, like it was very casual. You could wear whatever you
wanted.
Shorts
to the office?
Yeah, I've seen people come in shorts to the office.
Oh, fair. Yeah. I didn't know it's changed. Maybe it's changed.
But no, that's probably more because I'm working currently in personal lines. But if you go into more kind of the Lloyd's commercial lines, it's probably more suited and booted, isn't it? But
I guess just touch on 9 to 5, 9 to 6 hybrid role, good benefits. I do like a company that provides gym benefits.
Yeah.
That contributes towards that. I think that's a big part of it. Having a nice office, pension, like the things that we've already spoken about. Yeah. Good annual leave, excuse me, and good infrastructure around you as well.
Yeah. So not to...
It's basically for money. Like current
current
industry.
role,
I mean, current
but-
industry, current not role, but industry at a more senior role with the pay of being in finance.
Okay, cool. So basically, yeah, the pay.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
good pay. You should pay me 6 figures minimum.
I think...
What's yours? What's your ideal role?
I think I'm very excited to go into more of the specialty lines of insurance. So I'm really excited to actually working in specialty lines, something again that challenges me, which to be fair, yeah, I feel like I am challenged. I think being able to keep to my 9 to 5 hours, but also actually having the more kind of social aspect, being able to use my soft skills rather than always being behind a computer desk. To be honest with you, I think I would and working. I think if I was like an underwriter, I would kind of really do well in that kind of role because I'll be liaising with brokers more regularly. Plus, I have that technical knowledge as well. So that I think that would kind of probably be my kind of ideal role, to be honest with you. But yeah, like I think very. I'm hoping the role I go into, will be working very close with underwriters. Working. So I think it's going to be a better fit, to be honest with you, and I hope I can grow well. Again, key benefits. I think my benefits package is quite good. Obviously, private medical insurance will help, bonuses and so forth. But having that kind of gym benefit is quite important as well because they want. Kind of encourage people to actually...
I like going to a luxury health club at the expense of my employer.
Yeah,
not contribute to all of it, but to reduce that overall cost.
Yeah.
Very much happy for you to do that, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's a wrap really.